Hey everyone, welcome back to Pink Ball Kitchen, and this week we're going to be doing our second episode of the 4 classic Roman pasta dishes. If you can remember, last week we did the classic, the beautiful cacio e pepe, and now this week we're doing an interesting one. This one kind of gets a little bit lost in the world of the Roman classics. It's called spaghetti or pasta alla gricia, and that consists of beautiful Pecorino Romano cheese, guanciale, a little bit of pasta, some pepper, some salt, and a little bit of oil to finish it all off. It's a really yummy dish. It's super simple to make. It's tasty, delicious, gorgeous, everything you want in a pasta dish, and we're going to get into it now. Let's get started. Okay, so the very first thing we have to do, guys, is we've got a pot of boiling water on the heat. We need to salt this quite rigorously because we want it to taste like the sea. I know I always say this, but it's seriously important. All right, so the next thing we want to do, guys, is we're going to get our guanciale. Today I'm using about 75 grams, and we're going to cut our skin off, which is important because the skin is really tough and we don't want that in our sauce. Okay, so I'm cutting the pieces into cubes, the guanciale into cubes, about 1 centimeter. So I've just finished cutting the guanciale, and if you come have a look here, you'll see that they're all an even consistency of flesh and fat, and that's exactly what we want. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a nice handful of pasta. Today we're doing a serving for 1. And we're going to throw it into our rolling pot of boiling water. Okay, pan on the heat. If it works, hopefully. Yeah, cool, it's working. All right, so back to it. Pan's on the heat, and we want to go quite low here, guys. We don't want it to be too screaming hot because we just want to gently start to render down this guanciale. Now here, traditionally you don't have to add oil, but I like to add a little touch because it just gives it a nice, it just gives it a nice balance between the fat from the guanciale and the flavor from the extra virgin olive oil. And also too, it's a little bit more fail-safe in terms of if you burn it, because this stuff, it renders down quite quickly, and if you burn it, it's not forgiving. And then we put our guanciale in. Okay, so now what we're going to do, while the guanciale is rendering away, we're going to start to grate in our lovely clouds of the Pecorino Romano, and I reckon a touch more. That will do us. Beautiful amount of Pecorino Romano in there. Okay guys, so if you come and have a look here, you'll see all these beautiful little pieces of guanciale that have been rendered down. And a nice golden brown. That's what you want. Keep the heat low still. Really low. And now we've cooked the pasta to al dente. We don't want to overcook the pasta. Still going to cook when it hits the pan. So straight into the pan. Allow the water from the pasta to go in with the pan as well, because those natural starches in the pasta will continue to help cook this dish. Give it a toss. Now the heat's off, I'm going to add 2 medium-sized ladles of the pasta water into the pan, and that's just going to gently simmer away. We want to reduce that pasta water in with the pasta and the guanciale. Here you could probably add a touch more water if you want to, but I'll see how we go. I'm going to hit it with the cheese now, and if the pasta wasn't cooked to al dente, what would happen is that you'll just get a sticky, gluggy, starchy mess, which is not ideal for this dish. You just want it to be beautifully silky, the pasta al dente, and it all comes together almost like cream, but with no cream. Give them a toss. And that is the consistency. That's exactly what we're after. The guanciale is mixed in with the pasta. The pasta's all mixed in with the guanciale. Goes into there. Get a good mix of guanciale and pasta into the bowl. Don't want to waste any of it. Finish it with a beautiful flickering or snowing of Pecorino Romano, like that. I'm going to add a little touch of sea salt because it just looks pretty. Little touch of cracked pepper, and then, because I want to as well, a bit of olive oil. And that, my friends, that is the pasta alla gricia. Guanciale, Pecorino Romano, linguine today. It's just delicious. Let's give it a shot. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full. That's just too yummy. Thank you so much for watching, guys. That's pasta alla gricia, Pink Wall Kitchen, and we look forward to seeing you next week. We're going to be doing the third classic Roman pasta dish, the carbonara. Please like, please subscribe, please follow. Big love to you all, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Oh la la.